So are we as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. First carry now for the Memphis man, Darrell Henderson. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
First down.
Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And they take him down. losing yardage back at the 27.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 27-yard line.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 2nd and 11 now. Goff going to give this one to Henderson. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13.
2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
So 1st and 2nd down went the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Just beating the play clock is gone. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Wilson. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And now it's 2nd down.
So defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Yeah, the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Throwing again. Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. That was a safety Taylor Rapp right there on the coverage.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
And that is incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Wilson in the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs.
it's our time and legends are gone and we don't know why. So before they go, look here, go toast and give them a rose while they still alive.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Second down, it's Henderson. And the result here the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by the Seahawk defense. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. So they lost yardage, and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's caught at the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, 48 yards. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 7, Rams nothing. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Going up top for Kupp. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Cooper Kupp there, and that'll bring up second down.
It's almost human nature, isn't it? They score on one play, you come out on offense, you try and do exactly the same thing. They tried the deep ball, couldn't quite connect, but give them an A for effort.
2nd and 10, Goff again. He wants Reynolds way downfield. And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
And as a defender, if you come with 2 interceptions in a game, that's pretty rare in the NFL. You might see one guy a weekend do that. But to have 2 in the first quarter, that's something you don't see all that often. I have a feeling they'll think twice about throwing in his direction too often.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6.
He was taken down at the 50-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
To kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
11 on the play. First down, Rams.
They'll go back to Henderson on first down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play.
Now Henderson.
At the 27.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. Out of the gun. Gone. Got an open man, finding Jefferson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
16 yards.
16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A. Goff throwing complete here to Jefferson. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by DJ Reed. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Wilson's pass.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Second and 10 now, Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
A Seahawk first down as Wilson finds Lockett. Throwing now, Wilson on first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
It's a big play there for Seattle. 52 yards. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. Goff will lead the Rams up here, 1st and 10 at the 20. After the interception, here's Goff. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
First down, Rams.
Goff on first down. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
First down, Los Angeles.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Going up top for Kupp. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Again, Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Well, down 2 touchdowns already. I guess they felt they needed to go for it, but still early, still first half.
I think conventional wisdom says, look, as you point out, you got a whole half to play. Hang in there. Don't give up any more points in this situation. Do a little adjusting at the half and come out ready to go. But sometimes those coaches get...
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted.
Wilson.
Taylor Rapp with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
At the 40-yard line.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. And from the gun, here's Goff. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown.
Cooper Kupp.
Cooper Kupp, 43 yards. And the Rams have got this back to a 1-score game. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Seahawks 14, Rams 7. Matt Gay set.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
24 is the mic. You better bring 24 is the mic.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And a throw there going to be incomplete. That was the safety, Taylor Rapp, right there on the coverage.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
24 is the mic. Here we go, D. 24.
Here we go on 4th with Wilson. And that is intercepted on the sideline. And wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Now Goff on first down. Looking for the end zone. And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. Cooper Kupp. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Matt Gay set to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off right around the 43. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
1st and 10.
That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter.
It's caught inside the 25. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Goff, letting one go deep for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Cooper Kupp was his intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
4-yard line.
Goff now to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Half is winding down, and the Rams have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half.
46-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Gone. Right side complete. That's Woods. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and
That's it for the 1st half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive.
He's got a man complete. The 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, 81 yards. And the Seahawks are now just an extra point away from moving out in front. It's been quite the game for him individually. And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he is not going to get to the goal line. The defense keeps him out of the end zone, and as a result, that's going to keep this game tied.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan showing you.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. To throw is gone. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. Goff now looking to throw. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Seahawks have picked it up. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 35-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle.
Pass complete.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
3 brings up 3rd and 10.
Wilson to throw on 3rd down. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Wilson to Metcalf that time. 1st down, Seattle.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Now a first carry for their fullback. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
And there's the pickup you want on 1st down. All offenses say, you get me 4 on 1st down, we'll take it. How about if you get 5? They'll really be happy.
2nd down at 5. Here's Wilson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Samson Abukum able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. And he gets him a little bit closer and takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Again, the ball carrier.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Wilson. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
At the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
To throw is Wilson on 3rd down. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And the lead is up to 14.
Is good. Makes the score Seahawks 34, Rams 20.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decide.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. A big play there, Goff to Kupp, 47 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 29. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times.
1st and 10 at the 30.
Now Wilson on 1st down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Troy Hill picks it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
They'll take over first.
That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And great yardage here all the way deep